Okay, so we're going to go through a little bit of a scenario, some gameplay with 1490 Doom. This isn't a learn to play, so this isn't going to be how to play necessarily, but what we're going to show is a couple of fun key moments that can happen in a game that kind of bring the cinematic vibe to 1490 Doom. So we've got our table set up here and everything. It's kind of set up in the way that would be mid-action, so we've got some Doom Warriors spread around here. But we're going to focus on two Doom Warriors in particular, so we're going to kind of spin this thing around. We've got two opposing players. One, we've got a Doom Warrior that is called the Doom Hunter. He is a ranged attack specialty warrior, so he can only take a bow or a crossbow. And he is facing off. He's kind of taking the high ground. Honestly, he has the highest point on the board.
He's got 2 points if the game ends at the end of this turn.
Yes, yeah, for sure. Near a resource cache, but he
yeah.
is facing off against the Beekeeper. Now, the Beekeeper is kind of a, I mean, they're all very unique, but this is kind of a fan favorite, is the Beekeeper. And so Beekeeper he's got his pole arm, his scythe. He is a melee combat Doom Warrior. So we're going to show a little bit of some action here and basically what would be an activation. So during your turn, you're going to choose one of your models that has not done anything yet, that hasn't activated, and you're going to do two actions with them. They cannot repeat the same actions, so you're going to get two different actions that you can do, and once you're done with that, your opponent does the same thing and goes. So we're going to start with the Doom Hunter here. So he is guarding his tower. He does not want the Beekeeper to encroach upon his high ground, so he is going to try and shoot the Beekeeper. Now, a crossbow has a range of 1 to 5 inches. He cannot shoot him within 1 inch because you need some distance. So he's going to try and close the gap a little bit and get a little bit closer. So his first action is going to be move. So the Doom Hunter has a movement value of 5. So he's going to move up to 5 inches and try and close the gap. So he's going to move here. I've got my ruler here. So he's going to move, let's say, he's not going to get too close, so he's only going to move 3. He's going to move 3 inches about here, and he's going to try and shoot the Beekeeper. So his range is 1 to 5 inches. He has one single attack, so he's got one shot with his crossbow, and he needs a 4+ to hit. So he's going to try and hit the Beekeeper on a 4 or higher. So we're going to roll 1d6.
And one attack means you roll 1 die.
Yep, one attack. If it was 2 dice. So one attack, one shot. He gets a 4. He gets the hit. Now, the Beekeeper player must roll a defense die in order to block the shot. Now, his defense is not great because he's not in super armor, so he's got a 5-up. So on a 5-up, he ignores that damage that is inflicted upon him. And he gets a 1.
Oh.
So no, he takes damage. He will lose 1 vitality, and his 4 starting vitality will go down to 3. It's not great, but he's still alive. So that is the end of the Doom Hunter's turn. The Beekeeper is going to activate now, and he is going to move his...
How would he have breached in that scenario?
Good question. So if the Doom Hunter shot and he got a 6, so if he got the result of a 6 on a d6, it would be automatic wound, and the Beekeeper would be breached, which is a status effect that cannot be changed unless a special rule states.
So he's got to do a skill check every turn to find out if he takes another vitality hit from the gas leaking into his costume.
Yep,
basically.
absolutely.
His armor. Or
yeah,
whatever,
thematic. There it is. Cinema, baby.
Right.
So the Beekeeper's turn is now. He's got 6 inches to move. So he's going to close this gap and try and do something really cool. So I've got my other ruler. I will keep using the same ruler. So he's going to move up to 6. So he's got plenty of room here. He's going to close the gap, move base-to-base contact with the Doom Hunter. That's his first action, is to move. And second action is he's going to do something really fun, which I think makes this game very unique.
Okay,
and is
hang on
kind
a
of
second,
the key
though.
point. Yeah,
Before you get to that,
yeah.
like, how come he didn't shoot him from the corner?
The Beekeeper is not a ranged...
right.
Yeah,
so
he does
depending
not
on
have a
how
ranged
you've
weapon.
basically outfitted him when you started. So building your army of 3 people takes like 2 minutes or 5 minutes, but you choose what kind of weapons some of the characters
Yes.
have. Yeah.
The Beekeeper specifically has a pole arm. That is what he is equipped with. The Doom Hunter specifically must have a ranged weapon. He does not use melee weapons. So we've got kind of polar opposites here. So yeah, that's why he didn't shoot him. So he closed the gap. That's one action. Now he's going to do my favorite thing in this game, is he's going to push him.
Oh, I love this move.
So he is literally going to push the Doom Hunter 1 inch in any direction.
And look at how much distance he has to fall. Like, you know, when we look at the game from the side, it's pretty tall. But when your character is about to fall, it looks a lot taller.
Yeah. He's going to fall potentially 8 inches.
Yeah.
So the Beekeeper does his action of pushing, which pushes the Doom Hunter 1 inch away in any direction. So we're going to push him off this way, throw him off the side. Now the Doom Hunter must pass a skill check in order not to fall. So when he comes in contact with a barrier, it stops him. If he was already in contact with a barrier or an edge, he risks falling off the edge. So he now must pass a skill check of a 4+.
So it means he's got to roll a 4 or better.
Mm-hmm.
And he might have some influence on that in some scenarios, right?
Maybe.
But just the normal straight check is just whatever his skill check
Yep,
is.
skill. Here we go.
Oh,
2.
he fell.
He failed. So the Doom Hunter is
tough.
perfect. He falls the complete distance of 8 inches, which we measured, and we're going to check the falling table. So the falling table says you roll 1d6 and reference the table below. You're going to add 3 to the result if the model fell 6 or more inches and they become immobilized.
Oh, no.
So we're going to roll a d6 and we're going to add 3 to it. This is perfect. This is so perfect.
Oh, my God.
So we got a 5.
Yeah.
We're going to add 3 to the result, which gives us 8.
So he died.
He died.
He's
he
dead.
completely died.
Death.
So he
But like it's a
has
7-round game,
squashed
so like
on the
you
ground.
die for lots of reasons.
Boom.
That's why you have 3 characters.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's the game demo. Like you know, what like how do you recap? How do you explain to somebody after they first learn the game what to do next and what you love about the game? Because obviously it's easy to find people to play with if you live in Phoenix and you want to go up to Gamers Guild on Sunday afternoons.
Sunday, yeah.
But yeah.
I do want to emphasize that one of the great things about this game is it's not, it can be if you want it to be, but I don't find it to be crunchy in the sense that like you are not being super meticulous of like, well, he's kind of almost 1 inch away. This you can get there, but like my friends and I, we go for the laughs, for the scenarios, for the fun. Like, if I get my guy thrown off a building and he dies, that's also a victory for me because it's a fun moment. Like, it's so actually hilarious.
This is the thing that resonated with me, actually.
Yeah.
The rules are simple enough. You can pick it up pretty quick. Mm-hmm. It looks intimidating, but it's really easy to learn.
Yes.
And the resolution, the outcome from your tactical play is immediately resolved because it's a fairly short game. Mm-hmm. And so you end up talking about like, oh, remember that time I tried to do this?
Yeah.
So which is really, I think, part of the fun of these kind of games. It's fun to play.
When you and you talk about immersion in RPG.
Yeah, so this is I mentioned a lot to people that because I do a lot of RPGs.
Yeah.
That role playing happens during combat too.
Which is what we saw. Yeah. So, like, I think the great thing about this is when you only have 3 models on your side, you are invested in each of them.
Right.
Every action matters.
Yeah.
You know, and it makes for those moments of like, hey, you remember when my Beekeeper shoved off your Doom Hunter? That was hilarious. Yeah. Versus, and I'm not disparaging Warhammer by any means because I still love Warhammer, but there's very few moments that I remember in games like,
Absolutely.
Which is great.
And this actually has nothing to do with Warhammer because when the gameplay takes like 2 hours or 3 hours by design, then the memories of the game are not as episodic. They're really beautiful. More like chapters, you know, and they're harder to explain. And so you don't really remember them as well because you can only explain them to the people that you were playing or people that play it a lot.
And this lends itself to kind of the next thing, which is campaigns. So they already have 2 books of campaigns, which you can play
by the way,
solo or co-op. It's super fun. I love that.
Do they have like an automata or do they have a card deck or something? Or?
So the game runs itself based on rolls and it like certain turns things will happen specifically.
Or do you play against yourself?
You'd want to play against, so it would be like you and I against the game itself in a certain scenario.
I got you.
Or I could play it solo. But what's great is you could continue basically like you could do 5 games in a row and have each one matter to the next one, and you get your group of friends, you play 5 games in a row, and like everybody gets improvement points on the next game. You know, maybe if a Doom Warrior dies, you cannot bring them back. Like that is it. So it lends itself for campaigns.
Well, no, like it's the combat mechanics and the skills and the capabilities of each character make the immersion easy.
And alternating activations. Game companies, why don't you do more alternating
yeah,
activations?
let's make it easier.
The fact that you're going to take your full turn,
games like this,
and I'm going to wait 40 minutes, go to the bathroom, come back, you tell me what you killed. Like, come on.
Well, I like that this one starts with an initiative roll, and then alters from there.
Yeah.
Alternates from there.
Yeah.
You don't have to reinitiate.
Well, you do. So there is an initiative roll per round. However,
per round, right? But you move 3 guys.
But you're always alternating.
So
activation.
That's the round.
Yeah.
And then the turn is alternating in the turn.
Yes.
And then in the next round you go again on the initiative.
See who wins the first.
And that's a good balance because you may get like 2 or 3 turns in a row where you can kind of run ahead and block people, but then depending on how the map is set up, that might not even actually have been a big enough deal.
Exactly.
You know, like there's lots of different ways to get to the top, and you're going to fight a lot on the way, so it doesn't really matter that much. But making it clear is super important, and they did a nice job balancing it. I like it. I got to be honest. When I heard it was a short game, one of the first things I was holding in my heart was like, I hope I like the initiative order.
Yeah,
and they did a good job. Yes.
And
but here's the rule book. I love the fact that the rule book is small and short. It really is evident that the game is tight and mechanically sound. And this has a campaign in it, right? A short one, just an example.
There's multiple scenarios in there, and there's different ways to play. There's advanced rules for like siege weapons and stuff.
And where can you find this?
Bewergames.com.
We'll put a link in.
Games.
Spell it.
Yep. BUERGAMES. Bewergames.com. Yep.
Okay.
And
is it the only game they make?
No.
Oh, 14. So you got to find 1490 Doom.
Bewer Games is a company that is all about it. They have a podcast series that isn't talking about the game. It's literally stories. It is a narrative, an account of 2 different characters. One is Adrian the Scavenger, and it's his story. It's like 5 episodes long, and it's literally narrated.
Well, yeah.
And it's him going. It's a story. It's a book, and then they call it the Book of Adrian. And then there's one where it's Wilhelm and his faithful dog Berengar, and they're going through 14 days. Yeah. Well, I won't spoil things, but like it's fantastic. Like they love this world, and they've invested time and effort into it. So
it's evident. It's evident from the gameplay and the character design.
Yep.
It's also evident from just how fun it is to play. Yep. You know, you don't have to read the stories, but to me, I do. When I really enjoy a game, I do want to read more about the theme because in order to make a game really fun to play, the game designers have to commit to some design constraints.
Yeah.
And the best way to talk about the value of those constraints is to talk about the theme. You know, so in this world, this is important. So that's a scarce resource. You know, like you have to kind of make that meaningful for people.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's why the story is so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I just love it. Thanks for showing it to us.
Of course.
We're going to show off more games. Court, you're obviously very passionate about 1490 Doom, so I expect we'll do more sessions on 1490
for
Doom.
Sure.
But more stuff to come.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody.
Cool.
Yep.